Alright, today I've got a full Euro, which I've pulled half out of already, and I've just got the C-clip off this end. It is a BKS, what is it? A LIVIUS. Anyway, this is the key. The key is more interesting than the lock itself, because it's like a normal key, except you can turn it upside down and it still works. If we just look at this other plug, there's a look down the keyway. You can see key goes in this way, but it also fits in upside down. So it is a reversible pin tumbler lock, which is very unusual. So the keyway sits slightly offset, so there's nothing special about the pins. You can see this is the interior side. You can see it's just a couple of spools and some standard normal key pins, so nothing fancy about them. The exterior side is the side I'm going to be picking, which you'll see when I gut it. Also has a couple of T-pins in it. So let's mount this in. I'm going to use this top of the keyway. Yeah, go up here. Now it's quite open, so I'm actually doing this on a pretty extreme side angle, but it does work nicely. I'm just using this Peterson's one because it's really steep and there's lots of room in this keyway. Okay, so starting at the back, pin 5, bit of a click, pin 6 into a little falset, just tapping on pin 3 and pin 4, which are the T-pins. Just gently nudge them, then you fall into this falset. The T-pins like that basically set themselves if you don't go heavy on the tension. Alright, counter rotation out of 2. And we lost our falset. Oop, just nudged pin 1, I think. And there we go. So the front one's a spool too, but obviously it's high enough set that it doesn't really matter. Now let's gut this, which is somewhat easier said than done. This is longer than my follower because I don't want to cut this in half because I only have one key. Because the key is the interesting part. I don't really want to sell it, half of it, you know, with no key. That would be boring. So we're just going to slide these out sideways. And I think we stuffed that up. Yep, there's a whole mess of everything. Alright, well, yeah. So you can't really get a shim in there either. Euro cylinders are just the worst. Oh, hopefully I haven't completely mangled those. Oh, god damn it. Alright, let's just do it. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. You can tell someone had done this before I got to it too. A few of the springs were a bit sad. Anyway, so it's the fatter spool, 1, 2, no, thin spool, fat spool, barrel, standard, 1 spring, 2 spring, 3 spring, 4 spring. That one's not bad. And that one's obviously completely stuffed. We'll try and fix that later or replace it. Just bring that back in. Key pins are obviously the same as the other end. Nothing special about them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and C6 barely needed to touch, very close to set there. Nearly a 0 lift, but not quite. Alright, now these were somewhat balanced. Don't look particularly balanced anymore. Those drivers, they are the same length. Oh well, and they look the same length. Oh, anyway, there we go. Nothing fancy in the core, just a long cylinder with these annoying end pieces that are open like that, but being a double Euro, you can't really shim it. So there you go, you can see the exterior cylinder at the top with those T-pins, and the lighting's not amazing, and the interior on the bottom, which is still the spools, but 4 standard pins instead. So there you go, that is the BKS LIVIUS double-ended Euro cylinder with a very cool reversible key. Let's just show you off that a little bit more. There you go. Alright, now the really hard part is getting all of this back together again. Alright, got it back together. Key works this way. Key works this way. Key works this way. Upside down. Key works. There you go. All 4 directions. And the actuator cam can stay off because that makes it a real pain to cut. And honestly, who needs these bits? They can just go in a plastic bag somewhere.